Hello. Um, I severely injured one of my legs this Sunday, so um, yeah, I haven't been able to make as many videos as I had planned to. Um, but I want to try to keep this going as much as I can so I don't lose too much. So one of the main aspects of DDD is the age gap. The age difference between the protective personality and the core personality um, form what I call the point of no return. And the point of no return is basically that point in which um, mainstream society fails to, or society in general, um, fails to be able to compensate for the differences in a particular individual. And you can see that in all kinds of different places, but here specifically we're talking about DDD and the age difference therein. I found that generally speaking, in most relationships, without the developmental disorder, that most people fail to be able to compensate for more than about 4 years difference. There's just too many experiences that define each of us, that more than 4 years, there are too many experiences had or not had between a couple. And at this point, trying to find a companion will be very, very difficult in any shape or form, whether it be a friend or significant other, whatever, even family will tend to have difficulty honoring the difference in age, and it's really, really important to find that that safe place, so to speak. It's not really one of those situations in which you can just sort of push through effectively, because your defensive personality is the more mature one. And if your defensive personality is the more mature one, the one that they correlate more with your physical state, and or where they expect you to be developmentally, then that's the one that they're going to try to form a relationship with. But the defensive personality, it was put in place to restrict rather than encourage or allow a emotional bond to form between you and other people, because the people around you were not behaving in a trustworthy manner. And therefore, trying to form a relationship with that personality, it just doesn't work, and creates a whole lot of tension. But the ability to compensate for that and to realize that inside this 30-year-old there is actually the core personality capable of forming a successful relationship is more or less 5 years old or something like that. That is something that you will probably only ever be able to honor for yourself, with yourself. And so I believe that it's very, very important at that point to start forming a positive relationship between your personalities, because although a defensive personality isn't exactly, it's not the friendliest of relationships to have. In some ways, you can sort of start to teach that defensive personality to be more of a nurturer, helping yourself and thus that personality understand that that it can't protect you if it doesn't allow you to mature. Because not allowing you to mature is actually causing you more pain. With that discrepancy addressed, the protective personality does have the potential to become more of a nurturer. And as that occurs, you will tend to find that a lot of what the core you is looking for can be found in that other personality. Is there the potential to make up that age difference at some point? Probably not. You may be able to make up for a slight personality difference. Like I said, 4 years, maybe a little bit more around the right people, but in general, it's going to be the start of a new life for you. It's going to be the start of a very personal versus interpersonal life, and with that is going to come a certain degree of clarity. There are things that you're going to have been holding on to that you won't need to hold on to anymore. There will be things that you are forced to let go of that you may have spent your whole life looking forward to. And it's most definitely a difficult adjustment. I believe that it would be a good idea to be around some other people that can sympathize with that discrepancy. DDD, by addressing DDD more directly, I believe that this may be more practical in time to achieve that social structure outside of the personality, interpersonality relationships. But like I really doubt that it will ever allow for a person to become really where they need to be in order to be able to plug in to the life that they are perceived and expected. Expected is a better word. Expected to live by. This is also part of the reason why I believe that this issue needs to be addressed as early as possible. If the break happens when someone is 5, like I said, let's not wait till they're 30. Let's try to address that issue within that 4-year, 5-year gap. If we don't, it could really mess a person up for the rest of their lives. And that's why I believe it's really important that we have a way to discuss this issue more directly and work on diagnosing it more directly. And I will be making another video about that at some time in the future. Like I said, my leg's really killing me and I'm kind of out of it. I'm very exhausted at this point. So that's it for this video. And like I said, in the next video, I'll go ahead and talk about what kind of approach I would suggest for trying to diagnose that issue. Anyway, till then, have fun.